Welcome to Hoops and Headspace, the podcast where mental health and sports intersect. I'm your host, Jada Rich.
I'm your co-host, Tae.
For sure. So today we got us another special guest with us here today. And I'm going to tell you right now, I already know that as far as this segment, we can do it twice on this episode because she's going to do it justice. So we're going to go ahead off the rip and go ahead and let her talk, let y'all know who she is, where she from at, and all that good stuff. And then we'll go from there. So go ahead and talk your talk. Let the folks know who you are.
I'm Deimara Macon, a 2003 Shannon graduate. I coach junior high basketball, high school basketball, softball. Right now I'm an inclusion teacher at Shannon High School, but not coaching this year. Just taking a little break. I'm a mother. Oh my goodness. To a very, very active junior in high school. So I took that time to support her because coaching and her playing, bumped heads. The schedules conflicted most of the time. And she let me know that she wanted her mother there to support her. And what am I supposed to do about that?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be a mother. So
sure
that's what I did.
For sure that. And so the reason why we brought Macon on today, and Tay likes to do his little thing when he has guests, so I'm going to do mine. So for me,
Go ahead.
For me, Macon is my coworker. We work together at Shannon. I'll say like she's a very special person to me. She makes every day a little bit easier when I go to work. So I really do appreciate her for making my life at Shannon a lot easier. So
I appreciate you, the talks that we have. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, thank you for letting me see the other side.
yeah, for sure. So
I appreciate it.
she keeps me sane in there. And the input that she brings is, number one, she just told y'all she a coach, so of course she can bring that insight, but she's a parent as well, and she's a parent to some amazing athletes. And before we just dig deep, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and talk your talk about that. She got some strong genes. Some strong genes. So what the kids got going on?
So my oldest, Haley, she is in the Army National Guard. But prior to that, she played basketball. She played soccer for a little while, but that basketball schedule and soccer schedule conflict. And she ran track. But now she's in the Army. She goes to Ole Miss as a junior, and she's also in ROTC. We have Brian, who is a freshman at Itawamba Community College. Prior to graduating high school, he played basketball, football, and ran track. But now he's on the football team at ICC. And then baby girl, the junior that I was talking about earlier, she plays volleyball, basketball, and she runs track. So we're pretty busy all the time.
For sure. So,
like Jada said, good genes.
I try to tell you now. Hey, and so just to get into the interview, so let's go back to Shannon High School when you were a student.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah. What was it like being a part of that district championship team? Because you said y'all won, was it district or division? Division championship team.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that. What was that like?
Oh, it was amazing. So the team that I was on, the girls that were on that team, we had been playing softball together since we were probably like 8. So we knew each other pretty well. We synced, we meshed. Coach Montgomery was our coach.
Shout out Coach Montgomery.
Shout out to Coach Montgomery.
Yeah.
That man is still at Shannon High School.
Yeah, and very nice.
36 years.
Yeah.
Just got Teacher of the Year.
For sure.
Well deserved. But we synced. We were a unit. Be a part of something special like that because Shannon was always looked at as the little red-headed stepchild. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't belong. It was an easy win for everybody.
Yeah, like as far as like the division, like or the district.
Like period.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They counted us as a win in the left column. You know what I'm saying? But to defy the odds, it was great. It was wonderful.
For sure. And like, how does sports in general shape you as a woman and an educator?
Sports taught me resilience, confidence, right? How to rise to the occasion. It also taught me how to be a team member, how to work with others, even if you guys don't see things the same way. Let's come to a common ground so we can work toward a common goal. It taught me leadership because, every game isn't going to be a good game. And sometimes you have to figure out ways to rise to the occasion. You got to dig real deep. If it's sacrificing yourself. But it taught me how to lead, which carries over to educating and being a parent, shoot.
For sure. Yeah. And so you discussed a little bit, but was it just Bree asking you to be there, or was it more to it? Like, what made you step away from coaching this year?
I think the main reason was her. She didn't necessarily ask me either. Like, so we had a conversation. We moved from Senatobia when my husband got the job at ICC, and I needed a job, right? So I found a job. It was at Mantachi, and it was junior high coach, assistant high school coach at the time. And I sat my kids down. I was like, okay, y'all, listen. I have this opportunity. Okay. I've been coaching junior high for a while, but I'll have a new role, which is assistant high school basketball, and our schedules will conflict. Are you good with me missing some of your games? They were cool with it. They understood that it was work. And I asked them if they were sure. They said, yeah, Mom, we understand. You have to work. We know where you're going to be. You're not just missing our games to miss our games. Cool. But oh my God, it wasn't until I can't remember what game, but it was brought to my attention that her coach was like, oh, Bree, you sad because your mama not here? And she was like, yeah, everybody got somebody to support them, and I felt left out. She's like, well, I'll be your mom until your mom gets here. Man, that broke me. I was like, girl, you're my baby. Now, I love these other kids. I love loving on strangers' kids.
Yeah.
But our kids a little bit more. Oh, that was the push I needed.
Yeah.
And it's been a nice welcome break because I love the parents too, but some of the parents, they drive you to want to step away, So that's been nice. I haven't missed that part. Yeah.
For sure.
So it's been beneficial for you too to have that break.
Definitely, because you just, in the coaching world, I ain't gonna say you find yourself trying to please everybody, but everybody wants to be pleased, and it just don't work like that.
Yeah.
And everything falls on the coach. The coach is the blame for everything. No, don't mind how the kids practice horribly.
Yeah.
It's your fault because
Or their lack of effort.
Right. And it costs nothing to give effort.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So, and you asked if he would be in today's episode, and here's your answer.
This is my new best friend. I got you. I told you I love strangers.
It's crazy. Everybody tell us that, like, they'll take Easton, but are you for real?
I will.
He said, hey, who are you?
I just want you. I will. But don't come calling me when I'm for real.
And
you gonna go with me?
Matter of fact, Easton, while we're doing the interview, go get you some toys and stuff. Put them in the bag.
Go pack your bag, baby.
Yeah,
you going home with me.
Going on
and
a
I
trip
have other kids
in your
that are older,
rocket ship. Period. You gonna go play some football or something today, period.
Cool, I don't look friendly. Not all day. We got the little vegetable in there now.
Period. But anyway, so when you decided to stop coaching and focus on your kids, was it hard to become just a in the stands parent?
Oh, yes. Oh, definitely so. I think the hardest part is knowing your child's potential. You know what they can do. And so when you see them out there producing mediocrity, it's like, what you doing? You've been playing this game, you go to training, you know the game, so what are we doing right now?
Yeah.
Which brings me to the question of what are you thinking about? You know what I mean? What's on your mind? Are you locked in?
Yeah.
Or are you just out there and going through the motion?
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to sit in those stands as a coach parent and be like, hey,
this ain't
this is not what we're doing. Lock in, right?
Yeah.
Go rebound, block out. Jump to the ball.
No, wait, that's not my job. Wait a minute.
Right. Lord, let me be quiet and be a parent.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard. It's so hard.
Yeah. So what do you feel like the biggest difference is from like coaching, like you said, other people's kids to just sitting there and being a parent to your own athlete?
I think the biggest difference is, I mean, just that feeling of not belonging, I guess. I don't know, because like you said, this not my team, but when you're not so close to it, you can see what's wrong, you know?
Yeah, and then your child's on there is like, man, if you would just implement these things I see, we could fix that.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's this unwritten rule of
Mm-hmm.
my parents know nothing.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about, girl.
Yeah.
So who cares? You've been coaching for 10 years. What
Yeah.
you talking about? So I have to have a pep talk with myself in the stands a lot of times. Like, shh, Deimara, shh, shh. Because you're doing exactly what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
Like,
was against.
girl, can she do her job or what you like
Yeah.
this? But I don't blame the coach.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it all on my child.
for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, to back her up,
Yeah, I got a little
she is going to blame Bree.
when we came upon the talk, I got a little snippet. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, she.
Yeah, she will make sure that her kid is held accountable.
Baby.
Yes. Her kid will be held accountable.
Most definitely.
So speaking of that, so how do you hold her accountable? Or well, not just Bree, because just your kids in general, they're athletic, and your son still plays. So how do you hold your kids accountable without breaking their confidence?
Oh, it's a fine line. That's where I kind of employ my husband. I employ my husband for real. Like he's the calm one, right? So I'm competitive, right? And more, I don't say more disciplined because he's disciplined too, but he's gonna be more on the laid back, encouraged side.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why did you go out there and do that?
Yeah.
What was on your mind, son? Daughter? What? Child, what did you eat before the game? I'm thinking about the small things that go into performance. Like, did you even go through the steps of self-efficacy prior to putting your jersey on? Because the game is played mentally way before the first whistle blow. And I'm just like, answer. Tell me. I need to know. Right now.
And bruh, isn't this funny to me because she's so serious.
Oh,
I know.
She's so serious, bro.
I know.
Like for real.
I need to know. ASAP.
And it needs to make sense.
Please. And you know what?
Immediately.
Matter of fact, write it down.
Yeah, so I can go ahead and I need to visually see it connect.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I want them to visually see it too.
Yeah.
Because sports is life. Sports isn't going to last always. You know what I'm saying? The eligibility is going to run out.
So
but the eligibility in life ain't.
This is an intriguing dynamic, though. Y'all's house is a true sports household.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like legit. So what is it like living in that household centered around sports? And I know with it being a sports household, it's a lot more disciplined than normal households. So what is that like?
We actually try to separate like church and state. Because number one, I never want the kids to think that all we care about is sports and their performance in it or their success in it. Because like I said, that's gonna end. Right. And they have to figure out a way to make their own path in life that isn't attached to sport. Or maybe so in a different realm. But so we separate it. We talk about it, of course. We watch it, but we also try to incorporate like some family time, some hobbies. What you want to do? We might go to a game together, but we're not just harping on the sports aspect.
And so, when it comes to like mental health for your kids, how do you balance? Because I know y'all have high expectations for them because they're obviously reaching them.
Yeah.
So with having those high expectations, though, how do you kind of balance their mental health?
I don't really have an answer for it. We kind of just try to detach from some things. and we just try to have fun, let loose sometimes. We might have um some talks, conversations about what they wanna do in life,
Mhm.
later on, where they see themselves, but as far as, like, mentally, nothing. We just detach, go about our day how we go about our day, go to church,
Mhm.
that's it.
So, is that, like, the way you want it? Would you prefer to kinda focus in more on their mental health or
Yeah, but the young kids, I think they don't understand what you're talking about when you say mental health.
Mhm.
They're thinking, "Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. I'm not." What you mean mental health?
Mhm.
So I would love to do so, but I don't think they understand the aspects of what
What you coming
mental
with.
health is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And how to not just be physically healthy, but
Mhm.
mentally healthy too. I don't think they understand. But yeah, I would definitely want them to be a little bit more mentally healthy.
For sure.
Yeah.
I like that.
I got a question.
Okay.
I love how he always 'cause this is like I'm telling you, it's
Man, be
verbatim
quiet.
his intro.
Chill
I
out.
got a
Yeah.
question. That's it.
Have you ran into that scenario where your child was looking for a parent answer instead of a coach's answer, since you are like a parent coach?
With my kids, I don't think they're looking for an answer at all. Cause remember I said, like not from me. Not
She said you wasn't listening. They don't want their mama answer
because,
at all.
I don't know what it is. I can say it all day
Yeah.
long, right? They don't listen, and, listening is applying,
Yeah.
right? So they don't apply, so therefore they aren't listening.
Yeah.
But if you come and say it, if Rich come and say it,
Right.
if my husband says it, it's the same thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Different voice. They like, "I got it.
So
I
off
got it."
topic, mentally, does that bother you? Like mentally, does that bother you that you're coming to your kids with the best intentions and the right answer, but as we stated, maybe not in the approach. I mean, maybe not in the approach that they
Yeah.
prefer, and then someone else comes along with the same message and they receive it. Like, how does that affect you mentally, emotionally?
It just make me wanna be like, "Really?"
Bring their neck.
No, not ring their neck, cause you know, I have to self-reflect. I
Yeah,
did it. It's
yeah,
the unwritten rule. You did it. You know
mhm,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it affects me just a little bit,
mhm,
only because I'm like, "Okay, maybe I could have said it
yeah,
differently. Maybe my approach is too aggressive."
mhm,
But it doesn't affect me to the point of, "Well, dang, I just said that."
yeah,
I get it. I understand. That's
yeah,
the unwritten rule. It's been happening for
yeah. I
generations.
feel like 'cause it's not just you; it's really
No, no,
a
no.
mom
Right,
thing.
right. I'm
Yeah,
not holding my mouth right, but
yeah.
Imma figure that out one day.
Yeah,
It's
cause I'll say same concept, like, for me, I wasn't studying what my mama said, but now everything that she did say that I may have, tried to, ignore, whatever, I hold on to it, everything, cause it was
right.
right,
Right,
so
right. And I found myself
just find
apologizing.
peace in that in the long run,
Definitely.
they be like, "Yeah,
I'm holding
mama was
on to
right.
hope for real.
Mama was right." And so, as far as y'all kids having, 2 coaches in the house,
Mhm.
what are some pressures that coaches' kids face that a lot of people don't know about?
Um, the fact that they're coaches' kids,
Mhm,
especially with my husband being a college, coach, is like, you have to live up to those expectations.
mhm,
You have to walk a fine line of
mhm,
perfection.
mhm,
You know what I mean? And so I think it's hard. It's hard sometimes because I know a couple of them have made the statement like, "Dog, all I hear is, oh, you co-making, dog? You
yeah,
co-making?" I'm like, "Yeah." And sometimes they want that individuality. You
mhm,
know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're my dad, and I'm proud of him, but I'm an individual. I'm Haley. I'm Brian. I'm Bree.
right,
Right? And I feel that sometimes too. But, I think it's just that fine line of I have to walk a perfect line because of who my parents are.
mhm,
Yeah.
they kinda get that that thing that we get as coaches where you do have to hold yourself to a different standard
Yes.
publicly, and that kind
Yeah,
of just
definitely.
trickles down to
Mhm.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and then you know that you always have the whispers in the corner like, "Man, your mama and your daddy are coaching you play like that?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never
Like,
mind.
don't have a bad
Don't
game.
have a bad game because
Yeah.
it's like, man, it's the
Like
end
your
of the
parents do
world.
this.
Yeah,
And you out here.
right.
Yeah.
It make you think like, dang, should we even be trusting the parents
Yeah.
because of you? You know what I'm saying? But it's not always like that.
For sure. So, um, how do you help your kids deal with like pressure, failure, definitely the criticism they get from being coaches' kids? How do you help them navigate that?
I just try to remind them that number one, God gave it to them. It's in
Mm-hmm.
them and it's on them,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so you can only do what you can do, but make sure you're doing your part.
Yeah.
But I just try to give them the confidence that they need to know that, hey, you have what you need, you're equipped with the tools that you need to be successful. Just don't try too hard. You know, a lot of times, um, pressure comes because we're trying to go to the game instead of just sit back, relax, and letting the game come to us.
Mm-hmm.
So don't force it. Just relax, do what you know you can do, and what you can't,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I like that. Um, Now when they have a tough game
Mhm.
or a bad performance, what them conversations be looking like?
I told you I need it. I'm talking about big facts. Right. So like recently, I'm just gonna be transparent.
Mhm.
Daughter had a horrible game.
Mhm.
And I'm talking about horrible to the point I was in those stands and I told her how much it cost to get in that game because she was watching. If you want to watch, you need a ticket. Like that's how bad it was. Ball going out of bounds, she looking. 6 feet tall, she wasn't going to get the rebound. Baby, what are we doing? And so after the game, hey, walk me to the car.
That's it for you, ain't it? "Want me to the car," that's your phrase?
Well, because I want to get her out of the gym.
Yeah.
I don't want all eyes on her. They
Right.
already on her because dang, is that her mama hollering
Right.
from the stands?
Then when you walk up to her, "It was, it was,
You're right.
it was her mama."
I am not embarrassed. She might be. So let's walk to the car.
Yeah.
And, maybe let's breathe a little bit as we walk to the car because I'm not talking on the walk. I'm
Right.
talking when we get there.
Okay.
Um, and so I asked, what is wrong with you? What is going through your head? What? And she just has no answer. She shut down. So then as I stand there, because I want an answer.
Right.
She's like, all I can hear is you in my head. All I can hear is you. And so what does that mean? Like what? Because for the whole first half, I didn't say a word.
Right.
So how you just hearing me?
Right.
What was going through your mind when you was messing up
Right.
when I was quiet? And I just don't know. I just don't know. So we have some eyes to fit.
Right.
Maybe some games we just won't come to
Yeah.
until maybe later where you
Mhm.
don't see us walk in the gym, maybe. You
Right.
know what I mean? Now again, daddy can talk to her just fine.
Mhm.
He's gonna give her that 48-hour cool off
Mhm.
period, and then they're gonna have a conversation.
Mhm.
But it's kind of hard because I'm not allowing the cool off.
Yeah.
We working on that.
Oh, yeah, I feel like have you ever thought about, like, transitioning on over to Travis' side and being a little more calm, allowing
You
the we
no,
ain't gotta do 48, 24,
no.
12,
You wanna know
6,
why?
8.
Because it worked for
Just tonight.
us. Because it worked.
Yeah.
I think we've fallen into that routine of, okay, she going in with the rah-rah. She gonna
And
get
he'll
no
come
answer.
in on the back
And then he
end.
comes in on the back end, and then he loops me in. So I think
You get the summary at the end.
yeah.
So the answer to your question that you was asking was this.
Still had to wait 40.
Still had to wait
40
them hours.
hours.
I got something like an answer, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But not the full answer.
Yeah.
Not
To suffice.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So
I feel you.
that conversation is a little rocky at times.
So you said this the whole time that you emphasize with your kids that sports end.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Life doesn't. That keeps
Right.
going. So how do you teach your kids that they are more than just their sport?
Um, I just try to, number one, lead by example. Okay. So, I'm gonna be involved in the community. I'm gonna try to do some things outside of that to
Mhm.
show them like you are a whole person, not
Mhm.
just that piece,
Mhm.
right? Sports is just a piece of who you are. So we try to do some things in the community. Of course, we're gonna go to church. We're gonna do some family oriented things. And those conversations long and often. Hey,
Mhm.
what do you want to do? Where you want to be? Let's talk about how do we get there. Let's write down. We've even done a digital vision board
For sure.
just to, because sometimes you have to see it. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? You got to write it down because even in Habakkuk it says to write the vision and make it plain,
Mhm.
right? Up on the table so they can run.
Mhm.
So we have to kind of write it down, speak it, and live it too.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm getting a whole bunch of isms.
Yeah. I like that.
So
I'm telling you.
I'm
I think we do good picking guests for isms.
okay.
We do.
Here. Yeah.
Look, here you go. Boom, boom.
Here come my favorite
Dun-na,
again.
What's up, Brody?
dun-na. You forgot his juice?
Oh,
I
Oh,
like
Pierce, you working on your
it.
nutrition.
I
Your nutrition. I like it. I like it.
I love it.
Now, this is something me and you both gripe about on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
With you playing at a high level yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? How do you look at youth sports now?
It's the everybody gets a trophy for me.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
participation grade.
I call it Burger King.
Yeah,
Everybody wants it their way.
yeah.
And you can't have it your way when it comes to team sports. It just does not work like that. And the Burger King mentality creates division,
Mm.
right? On so many levels. You got the parents in the stands, including myself,
Yep.
yelling at the coach most of the times.
Right.
Social media, dear
Mhm.
God. Social media is the devil. It's nice to have, but you have those parents that are emotionally unintelligent
Mm.
that get on there and gripe and complain and crucify the coach,
Mhm.
um, which does nothing for the kids,
Right.
right? Because whose
Again, it's still
side?
causing division.
Yes, whose side the kid is gonna be on?
Mhm.
The parents,
Mhm.
and some we gonna work on. And
Mhm.
again, I'm throwing myself in there yelling from the stands. The kids listening to
Mhm.
the parents because that's the voice they can hear the most. They've
Uh-huh.
heard it all their lives.
All their lives.
Um, so youth sports has taken a transition, I think, from competitive to where we can showcase skill and build some things as an individual, also collectively to individualism.
Period.
Definitely.
I'm not alone.
No, not at all. That whole um we play travel, so my baby has arrived. And why
Yeah.
you ain't playing my baby? Because he was this and he was that.
'Cause your baby can't play a team sport.
Right? Because you're not team oriented.
Your baby can play king of the court,
Right.
but not
Right. Not
organized
team.
basketball.
Not at all. Because it takes everyone working toward a common goal, not three over here working toward this goal, one person toward their own personal selfish goal, and then another person over here working toward their own and their own. It just makes it harder on everybody.
And this a question I'm adding before we get to the next one. This ain't on there, but I'm just wondering what you think.
Okay.
As a parent,
I got you.
you have the luxury again, and they just got the genes. Your kids are athletes.
Okay.
But hypothetically speaking,
Mhm.
let's say that Bree wasn't as athletic.
Mhm.
Let's say that you had a Michael Jordan moment.
Mhm.
You was Michael Jordan, but your kid is whatever his kids' names are that
Yeah.
don't do nothing. Okay.
Mhm.
If you had a kid that just wasn't good at it, and you just can't get this, do you feel like you'd be one of those parents that was hard on the coach, constantly questioning why my baby ain't in, why your kid ain't good and don't practice well and has no effort? Or do you feel like you'd be one of those parents that possibly have a sit down with your kid? And if you did have that sit down with your kid, would it be, this ain't for you? Would it be, hey, if it is for you, we need to work on this because you're not as talented? What would your approach be if your kid wasn't as talented? Because I think that's the biggest struggle as a coach, having those parents that see way more in their kid
Yeah,
than
definitely.
what's reality.
Living vicariously through the kids. I'm realistic.
Right.
Okay. So I'm always, it might be a flaw, a blessing and a curse,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna always approach it realistically, even with my own kids.
Right.
For instance, my child is athletic, right? She has everything she needs. But that bad game that we were speaking of, I politely took my phone out and I texted the assistant coach sub for my child. Because
Keep in mind, this is in the middle of the game, correct?
I've never.
This is in the middle. This was during the game, right?
during the game.
I've
Period.
never
Okay.
heard of it.
Keep
A
going.
parent
Keep going.
Well, because you're not contributing in a positive way.
But I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather have a parent text me to sub their own kid out
I
than
understand it, but
any
it
other.
just, I never heard. Wow.
Yeah, I
I
like
told y'all
it.
realistic.
I like it,
And
but
if my child isn't given what she needs to help the team,
Yeah.
put someone in that will
Right.
until she can get her head right. I'm not saying sit her out the whole game,
Right.
but give her a cool off moment to reflect on, okay, let me watch from the sidelines. Maybe I'm a little too close.
Right.
And then put her back in, right?
Yeah.
And she has what she needs. She got the goods, I must say.
Hey, yeah. Now, hey, tell you. Now, I'm gonna tell you now. From watching Brie a bucket, and she got some. Just a moment. She got some offers and all that stuff. Brie a bucket now. But go ahead. Go ahead.
But so on the flip side, if she wasn't as athletic or talented, I don't think I would kill her confidence by telling her that she isn't, but I would take the approach of, hey, if you want, how far do you want to go, number one? And if you want to go far, let's work together to get there,
Right.
whether it be me working with him or her or me finding someone. Because again, remember I told you parents know nothing.
Right.
And it sounds better coming from someone else. They relate, they open up a little bit more to others. So I think I would have that conversation and
Right.
say, not with the coach.
Right.
I'm not big on bringing coaches in on meetings.
And this is from a
Because
parent. Go ahead.
I'm
Keep going.
not, because I'm not there all the time. I know what my child can do. I have some expectations for her as a parent coach, but I don't know what she's doing out of my presence. I don't know what practice looks like. I don't know the effort that she's bringing. I don't know if she's working on her craft outside of the gym. And I'm talking about outside of me too, because I'm not always with her. We have our own things going on sometimes. So I can't put it all on the coach, because the
Right.
coach can't get out there and play for them.
Right.
The coach can only equip them with what they need to be prepared for the opponent.
Right.
But after that, it's up to them.
Right.
Totally. So I'm not huge on bringing a coach in, even if I feel like they're doing what they're supposed to do and they're not getting the playing time they
Right.
need.
It's still.
I'm not big on having a meeting, because as the coach, you have a vision for your team, right? You know what direction you want to go in, and you know the pieces of that puzzle that will assist you in reaching that destination. So we ain't wasting no time on that. I'm gonna keep control of my kid, do what we can do, and what we can't, forget it.
I guess I wish I had a bunch of parent coaches there. Yeah.
Jada finna shed tears over there just listening.
Because
Fight back, you good?
I'm telling you, music to my ears. I'm realistic music because you won't have that many, but music to my ears.
No.
And so, just to piggyback off of that, if you could say something to the parents, just parent to parent, that are more on that delusional end instead of that realistic accountability end, what would you say?
I would say, exercise your right to be quiet. And that's parent to parent. I just said that I was the parent in the stands opening her mouth when she should be quiet, right? And so I'm going to say to us, my fellow parents, let's exercise our right to hush. Sit back and
Period.
enjoy the ride.
Period.
Let your caterpillar develop into a beautiful butterfly that they
Period.
are supposed to be,
Right.
without you hindering them and clipping their wings.
Period.
Okay?
Period. That
Hush.
girl.
You got your clip, huh?
Then when I say that's it right there,
got your clip?
that's
Good.
it. We might put that on the shirt.
Exercise your right.
Elliot, exercise your right to shut up. Macon. That will be in the brochure to purchase. I promise you that. And so, what mistakes do you think adults make when it comes to supporting their youth athletes? Then,
Having being too opinionated, especially when you start to talk about another parent's child and what they aren't doing and who your child is better than. I think that is so unfair to that other child that's trying, putting in the work. It's so unfair to the child's parent who's doing the best they can. You know what I mean? Um, it is so wrong on so many levels. Social media, same thing. That last little bout with Tupelo and the whole quarterback
Yep, I remember that.
situation.
Yep.
Facebook was lit.
Yeah, I chimed in on that. I'm not gonna lie. I
Oh,
agreed with Tupelo as a school. Me
well,
personally.
in a team sport, it doesn't always look like you want it to look,
Yeah.
right? So I tried out for this position, yes, but because of team, right, and my athleticism, I'm good at another position, so I got moved over there.
Right.
And so we do what's best for the team, right? So we have to set aside the selfishness
Yeah.
and say, all right, if I can contribute to the team in this way, why not? If we're going to be successful in it. Yeah. So stay off Facebook with your opinions. It's okay to talk about it.
Yeah.
But when you start to bring in the character assassination,
Yeah. We're no longer talking about the main issue here.
At all. It's turned into something else. And it's not cool. So there's a division, a wedge between what could be great.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, me too. And this is just to piggyback off what you just said. Speak on how important it is, because I myself have had a very strong roster, but on the back end of that strong roster, some very strong and opinionated parents that cause so much division that roster that looked so good on paper ended up not looking so good on the floor.
Yeah.
So how important is that for parents to understand the dynamic of that coach-parent relationship being good? Like, how important is that?
Oh my God. It is detrimental, right? You just have to know your place, right? That goes back to exercise your right. Because if that institution wanted them to coach, they would be there.
Period.
Right? So since you are not, let's work together as a team, because that's really what we are, right?
Yes.
We're co-parents.
Basically.
We're co-parenting. So let's co-parent together for the success of all the kids.
And that's where that one baby mama / baby daddy get it confused.
Yeah.
They think about that one kid.
Right. When I think as parents, we should take on the mentality too that the kids on the team are all ours.
Yes.
Not just number 12 is mine. Not just number 80 is mine. Not just number 32 is mine. All of them are mine, and I'm gonna treat them and address them as such.
Period.
But let's be good co-parents, right? For the success of everybody. Because I think what happens is when we start to create that division by highlighting our child's ability over everybody else's, right? We draw a wedge between us and the coach. There's that tension. Because now, I'm gonna be honest, from coaching standpoint, I don't care how good you are. I don't even want to play you. I'd rather lose without you than win with you. Because remember, sports is life. What are we teaching?
Yes.
Are we teaching that winning is more important? Or are we trying to teach the whole person?
Exactly.
What are we doing?
And then a parent come, you're only upset about playing time, but I'm trying to teach a life
Life
lesson.
lesson. I'm trying to make them productive citizens.
Mhm.
I'm trying to teach them how to be good people,
Yeah,
right? How to communicate with their teammate. You don't have to like everybody,
right.
but respect them, yes,
Mhm.
because in return you demand respect.
Correct.
So we're teaching the whole person, not just the athlete.
Right. Yeah. And so throughout this, we've also talked about boss man being the yin to your yang.
Yes.
So we've talked about Mr. Travis being the yin to your yang. And we'll dive into just his influence on the family.
Hmm.
Um, First off, how do y'all balance y'all's drastically different coaching styles when it comes to being at home?
Um, I think it still works. Uh, so I am fire. If y'all
Yes.
haven't
Yeah.
realized
Yeah.
yet, she is fire, he is water,
Uh-huh.
right? But what puts the fire out?
Right.
Okay, and I won't say he puts it out, but he brings me back down, right, to reality. Like, Deimara, you're not going to yield the results you if you keep approaching it with fire. All right. So we come to a nice compromise, and sometimes he have to pull me to the side like the kid. Deimara, come here.
Y'all gotta take a walk to the car.
Yeah,
Let's take this walk.
you know what? I happily take that walk because even at my age, I'm still growing. We never stop growing.
Mm-hmm.
And if it take your spouse to help you continue to grow
For sure.
for your kids, for your family,
For sure.
what's wrong with that?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same.
For sure.
Here
Easton,
come my best
come here, boo.
friend. My bad. Don't let him work it. I'm gonna take
Yep.
him off your hands if you agree.
And so, with him being the leader that he is, what's something you've learned about leadership from watching his coach's journey?
I've learned that you don't just write everybody off.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like, people gonna mess up.
yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes they're gonna mess up big time. Right? So just because that mess up may happen more than once, you don't push them to the side. You take it upon yourself to teach them. And you may have to get down on their level to reach them, right?
Mhm.
And what I mean by that is you may have to um do some things you don't necessarily like doing.
Mhm.
Okay. You might have to go to the mall. You don't like walking the mall, but they
Right.
like walking the mall.
Right.
And that's how they're gonna open up and actually hear you
Mhm.
to wanna try to do better, right?
Right.
So I like the fact that he doesn't just have a goal, but he tries to help everybody else see the goal, and
Mhm.
he's gonna bring them along with him versus, okay, if you can't do it, I'll go get somebody else to do it, and we're gonna reach this goal, and then you're
Yeah.
gonna be looking over there like, dang. No, it's not one of those um cut you off just because you're not
Mhm.
bending to my will. Well,
Right.
let's come to a common ground so we can both see how to get there together.
For sure. I
Mhm.
like that. I like that. Um, and earlier we were discussing how you show your support and how you do with pressure and stuff for your kids. But if you could give advice to parents on how to balance the support, the pressure, and definitely the love,
Mhm.
what would you say?
I don't necessarily have the recipe.
Mhm.
I just lead with love for my kids. For kids, period. Man, I love kids so much. They get on my nerves. Okay. But I just lead with love and I go how I go. And if it feels right, I go with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just lead with love, not selfish intent.
Mhm.
Just lead with love for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
For sure. Um, and when it comes to those families that are like y'all,
Hmm.
because a lot of families like y'all don't necessarily get advice. So when it comes to giving advice to those parents that are coaches just like y'all and have kids that are athletes, what's something that you want them to understand about raising those young athletes as coaches?
Just try not to put so much pressure on them in anything that they do. You know what I mean? Because you don't want them to fall out of love with something that they might just have a passion for. You know what I mean? You want to just be that support because everything don't need fixing.
Mm.
You just be the support you know to be. That goes back to just lead with love. And don't try to put yourself in it. A lot of parents, they're trying to live vicariously through their kids, right? So when they see their kids, they see themselves making it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So take self out of it. Take yourself out of it and let's go and let it flow.
Yeah. Cause you hit that because that's a big detriment to a lot of kids when
Mhm.
they have parents that even if they're not parents or coaches that see a second chance
Yeah,
in their kids.
baby, stop.
It's the first chance for your child. It's not your second
Right,
chance. You know what I mean?
right.
And this can be just for your kids. It can be for the kids you teach or whatever.
Mhm.
But what legacy do you hope you leave through your kids? You know what I'm saying? As far as you being a coach, a parent, all that.
Okay. My kids, strangers' kids, students, I hope that I can leave a legacy of leadership, um, resilience, because life is gonna hit you hard,
Yeah.
right? When you least expect it, right? But it's what you do once you're here. Are you gonna lay down,
Yeah.
right? Or are you gonna fight? And we're not talking about a physical fight.
Right.
Are we gonna do everything we can do, we know to do, within our reach, within our realms, right? Um, to get to where we want and need to be,
Right.
right? Adversity is the same in sports, right? You down 3, and you only have a few seconds on the clock. So, what you gonna do about it? Are you gonna rise to the occasion? Or are you just gonna be like, "Shh, forget it.
Yeah.
We lost,"
Mhm.
right? So I hope that in me, kids can see resilience, um, discipline, and ambition. Ambition. Never give up.
Yeah. And I'll say that I know at least at Shannon, they got to see it because I do too. And I'll say that you inspire me to be resilient and keep
Oh,
pushing to come
thank
and
you.
put my fingerprint on there. Thank you. And clock
Yeah, look, you
and
gotta hit
clock
them with the "you're welcome."
You welcome. I made it back today. I didn't quit. I was resilient enough to come back.
Yeah, don't quit. Don't
Yeah.
quit. You can't. It's a little light in there
Yeah.
at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. And so last question, and this one is special to me because as far as our guests, we've only had I think 2 women.
Oh, okay.
So what message do you want young female athletes and
Mhm.
coaches to hear today?
That you can defy the odds,
Period.
right? Don't let this male-driven arena deter you from reaching your dreams because you can do it just as good, if not better, than the next person. All right. There's nothing wrong with having confidence, doggone it. And I say rise to the occasion at every chance that you are given and create some doggone chances for yourself too, because it's in you and on you.
Period.
Amen. Amen.
But like I said, for you, I think I think I'm positive on this. You're like the second female guest. So for me, that was a really big
You right.
question because we don't really get to focus in and harness in on our females, but
Yeah.
that's coming.
Jada been working on it, so yeah.
So that's coming, but just something for those female athletes and coaches. I think that's a very strong point. And like she said, it is a male dominated field,
Mhm.
but for us women that do keep being resilient and keep chipping away, if you'll
Definitely.
notice, you have seen more and more
Mhm.
and more of us. So just stay strong, stay the course, and you keep working. Because even though it's male dominated, that does not mean you don't belong.
At all.
You know what I mean? So that's what I got for you women,
Without
period.
us, there will be no me.
Point blank. And that's a good place to leave it right there because we've closed on so many strong black men moments and a strong black woman
Go
moment.
ahead, get your moment.
Beautiful. Anyway, but I do want to say, man, I appreciate you coming on because the perspective that you bring as a coach and a parent is very different because a lot of parents like to say that I'm biased because I'm just a coach and I'm not a parent. But the fact that we had somebody come on here that is both and say some isms to you that hopefully will help you and that you won't feel offended by is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do feel offended by mine, that's okay. There's someone here that is in your shoes and does what you do every day as a parent that has some advice for you, and we hope that you use it and you take it and you apply it. You know what I'm saying?
Jada brought her facts today.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Brought the facts. Facts. Fact check. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me.
Before we get out of here, Jada did relay a message saying you were the first person about my glasses.
Yes.
So
She was your first fan of the glasses.
I love
I keep it going because of you. So
Yeah.
I appreciate
it.
that. I appreciate that. Because the first time you didn't have mom, I'm like, what's wrong? What? Like,
Yeah, hey,
is
she
he
was
good?
She was like, hey, he don't got his glasses on.
Hey, straight.
Jada told me that. I said, I got to get them back. That's my stilo, so that's why I'm going to keep it going.
Yeah. But now you've warmed up, you've loosened up and all that good stuff. So right here before we get out of here, your last moment to talk your talk. We've had folks tell folks they the best at video games. We've had folks tell folks, don't forget you can't mess with me on the court. We've had folks tell folks about their businesses and their brands. So whatever it is that Deimara Macon wants to talk about,
Oh, my God.
this is her moment right
Now
here.
talk your
Talk your
talk.
Talk your talk.
Talk it.
Whoa.
This is your segment to be very arrogant.
I mean it.
And
I mean it.
Whoa.
so
Yeah.
Okay.
go ahead.
Well, I'm going to say that I am the best at whatever I do.
Period.
Number one, because my mama told me, whatever I put my mind to, I can do. So that's what I do. From the age of 8, when I started playing softball, I was the best at it.
Period.
I'm still the best at it. Okay.
Period. Even though she lost that alumni game,
we
she's
did
still
lose
the
the
best.
alumni game, but still
It wasn't
the
her
best
fault.
at it. Still the best team. But I did contribute, and I'm mad about that because I popped up at the end. You know what I'm saying? And I'm totally upset about it.
Yeah, she was a strong. Put her teammates.
I talked about
struggled.
it for 3 days, okay? Because my first love, but still the best at it, okay? I have a makeup business, Enhanced Beauty Makeup.
Period.
And guess what? I'm slaying the faces just as well. And as a coach's wife and a parent, doggone it, I beat that to the ground too.
Period.
I'm the best at it. So
Period.
whatever I touch, turn to gold, baby.
Period.
By far the best talk your talk.
In a calm,
very
calm
way,
elegant way, she let y'all know she is who she is.
So
and she
holla
meant
at
that.
me if you want to be.
Hey.
Period. And that's that. And we're gonna make sure we put her information in here as far as her business for y'all too, so y'all can get in contact with her. Cause I've also seen that personally, and she can transform some folks. I done seen somebody walk in, and I had to ask them, "Who are you?" when they walked out, cause they're good.
I appreciate it.
So you know what I'm saying. We're gonna put that on here too. But again, we appreciate you for coming on here
Thank
and
you.
giving some good isms and some good insights as a coach and a parent. Just one more time, a little more peer pressure. We plan to get Mr. Travis on here. The Travis Macon on here.
You know what? I like the way you said that. Yes,
and I meant
ma'am.
that.
Yeah,
I
I
meant that.
appreciate
I
it.
meant what I
Because
said.
that's what it is.
It's the Travis Macon. So
I
that's
like it.
That's the next step. So be looking for that. But we do appreciate you, man. And y'all are a beautiful couple, and y'all have a beautiful family, and y'all are raising some beautiful children and some great athletes, man.
You.
And we giving y'all flowers.
Y'all
for
did a
that.
great job. And
Yeah.
Appreciate
we
it.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So again, this is Hoops and Headspace, that podcast where mental health and sports intersect. I'm your host, Jada Rich.
I'm your co-host, Tae.
And we had our girl,
Deimara.
period. And we up out of here. And that's that.